100% financing using the real private money. When I say real private money, I'm not talking about companies who just changed their name from a hard money lender to a private money lender. I'm talking about real people out there who are looking to lend you money on any and every transaction you're looking for that is cheaper, easier, and faster than you've ever seen. So if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Mike Bonn. I've helped real estate investors for the last 23 years get the best funding they can for every transaction. It doesn't matter if it's traditional or what we're going to talk about today, which is the real private money. So we're going to go over today how it helps you, how it benefits you, where to find it, everything you need to know, because over the last 15 years, that's all we've used is other people's money, the real private money, to fund our deals and deals through our lending company. So what can the real private money do for you? Well, it could fund a deal. It could fund a deal anytime, anywhere, any day. Because if all you have to do is call someone, say I have a deal, this is when it's closing, let's fund it. That's the easiest way for real estate investors to make money and make sure they get the good deals. With the right people's money, you can fund any deal anytime. They can fund 100%. They can fund part of it. They can fund small deals, big deals. It doesn't matter if it's a $10,000 purchase or maybe a $500,000 purchase. You could use it to buy short term. Maybe it's just like a fix and flip loan, 3 to 6 months, or long term, like a 30-year rental hold. We have people funding stuff at auction where you can't get a traditional lender to fund anything because of all the hurdles. By using the real private money, you could fund these. You could fund any deal, any day, like I said, short term, long term, big, small, at auction. Any deal you find that's a good deal, you can fund. So investors use it to fund the whole deal. Some investors just use it to fund the gap, that portion of money that's either for earnest money, down payment, the repairs to make sure everything is done and done on time so you're not waiting for escrow from your lender. You're funding it yourself, keeping the project going. Maybe it's the carry cost. What's those monthly payments that are coming in and out? Using the real private money, you could use it for anything from 100% purchases to just filling in that gap. So besides funding a whole project or gap, you could also use the money just for an extra down payment to make sure you get the best lending out there possible. Maybe you need another 10% just to get that bank loan, or another 5 or 10% to get the best terms in that private money loan, or your credit isn't there and you need more money to the lender to make sure you could get that loan. The real private money can be used in many ways. It's flexible, it's fast, it's easy, it's cheap. It's everything you're looking for. If you find this information helpful, hit that like button so you can help other real estate investors just like you. Now we know how real estate investors use it, from funding, hitting the gap, or just putting more money down. But what are the positives and what are the negatives of the real people's money? Some people call it OPM, ordinary people's money, other people's money. Whatever you call it, remember what we're talking about. We're not talking about institutions. We're not talking about big Wall Street companies that call themselves private money lenders, because they're really not private money lenders. They're still going by guidelines, underwriting. You still have to fit in their box. We're talking about lending that has no box. You create the box, you create the terms. So first of all, let's go over the positives. The positives are you don't need experience. They're not going to check your credit score. They're not going to check your income. They're not going to look at your tax returns, fill an application, anything like that. On top of that, it is typically almost always less costly. They're not going to charge the fees. Even if they do charge a fee, it's a small fee. The interest rates are more comparable to a bank than a private or hard money lender. So there's no red tape or limited red tape. You don't need an appraisal, so it's not going to take any longer. And you can fund any deal, any day, anytime. Doesn't matter if it's land, construction, flip, rental, as long as you have the right real private money. Now all that sounds great, but there's some negatives too, and that is you have to find the people who have the money. And we're not talking about people who have millions of dollars, because sometimes you just need $20,000 to finish a project, put the money down on the gap. But finding them is something that takes some time. And once you find them, you have to keep them. So you got to make sure you're doing projects, keeping their money in a project, paying them on time, and making sure their money is secure. You want to keep them and you want to grow them. So growing them means you want to find other people and other people's money. Another negative is people sooner or later do get greedy. They see you making all this money. They want more of it. So a portion of them will start coming to you and asking for more. And that's why you have to keep finding and looking for other people's money, the real private money. So the negatives, once again, is you have to find them. You have to attract them. And you have to get them to get into this real estate, because most of these people have nothing to do with real estate. They may be a doctor, a dentist, a teacher, whatever it is. They may have money in their savings, in their IRA. All of those funds can be used here. The good thing is they're looking for you also, because they want a better return on their money. The banks aren't giving them a good return. The stock market's up and down. So these people are looking for you as much as you are looking for them. You just have to make sure you attract them and keep their money safe, and everything will keep growing. So making real estate investing easier, faster, cheaper for yourself, finding the real private money is critical for that. You need to start now. You need to start attracting them. You need to start finding out who may have that kind of money and is looking for a better return. Everyone's looking for a better return, a stable return. Now, if you need help finding, attracting, or even convincing, selling them into your projects, let us know. That's what we have done for the last 15 years. We have raised millions and millions of dollars and done thousands of transactions. Now, if you're just looking for more information, we have a download below that just has a roadmap on finding the real private money. Now go check it out, and we'll see you on the next video.